Hey, what's up, everybody? Today we have yet another mock draft for you. Uh, just due to my schedule and how things are looking, this is being recorded Monday, okay, and I'll probably record another one today, but after the video of Sunday's mock draft comes out. So, yeah, anyways, today we're sitting here. If you haven't watched the first one, you can go back and do that. But basically, we are doing mock drafts for my, personal close friends fantasy league. It's an 8-person PPR league with Superflex. So, in the last one, if you didn't watch, in the first 5 rounds, I drafted 3 quarterbacks, those being Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson. On the real draft, which is Saturday, I don't think I will be able to do that. I don't think that'll be able to happen. And basically, my thought process with that is either I have 3 elite quarterbacks, so even on a bye week, I have an elite guy. I don't think they share bye weeks, do they? 7, 13, 6. Yeah, no, they don't. So I would always have 2 elite quarterbacks at all times. Either that, or if I can't get like a Bijan, Jameer Gibbs, Jonathan Taylor, one of those guys, I could use one of my 3 quarterbacks in a trade package to get an elite running back, maybe a wide receiver too. Uh, but yeah, it was mostly for the trade value I would get because if I have those 3 guys specifically in the group that I do fantasy with, because I mean, this is just slander and hate. I don't think Drake May is going to be that good. Just look at the schedule this year compared to last year. I just don't think Drake May is going to be all that. That's just a personal thing. So, today we're going to be a little more rational. We're not just going to go off of what Sleeper tells me to pick. We're going to, you know, think about schedules a little bit, think about positional value, all those things. So in the first round, I am probably going to target a running back, and we'll see where we go from there. I mean, I personally picked the 8 slot for myself. I could have gone. I was thinking about going top 3, but I decided to do something different because I've been team 2 and team 3 past 2 years. So, I decided to go with 8, give myself a little challenge, see what I can do, and hopefully just not lose. Winning is better, though. So, anyways, uh, there we go. Sorry, I just got confused by that for no reason. Okay, we saw 2 receivers taken off the board. Um, I could reach here for Ravens O line. I think got worse this year, but the Raiders O line got better. So there's that. I think Devon Achan is going to be called on a lot. Not that I think Malik Willis is that bad or anything. It's just, who is he throwing to versus just handing the ball to Achan. I'm going to pick Jeanty. I think the Raiders O-line improved quite a bit. So I'm taking Ashton Jeanty. I think he will be a breakout star. Hampton would have been nice to get to, but it just wasn't going to happen. Okay, we saw our first quarterback. Jefferson's gone. London, St. Brown, McBride, Nico Collins. Okay. So I need to think about wide receivers. I need to think about quarterbacks. I do want to grab 1 to 2 quarterbacks before the 5th round. That way I can get those higher end guys. But I think the list, when my league does it, will be different. George Pickens scares me this high up, mainly because a lot of his highest scoring games last season were when CeeDee Lamb was hurt, and there's no guarantee CeeDee Lamb will get hurt. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up an elite tight end. Might be a little early, but I'm going to grab Brock Bowers to get one of those higher end guys. Okay. All right. Luther Burden off the board. Now, in my league, I think quarterbacks will be taken a lot quicker. Like, I think Josh Allen, Lamar, and Joe Burrow might be taken first 2 rounds. And I think I've slandered Drake May enough for him to be a red flag for everyone. Jaden Daniels, I think he was hurt so much last year that people are afraid. Herbert could go quick. I think here is realistically, I want Caleb Williams on my roster, but I think I could forego it a little bit longer here. Do I want Tet or Rashee Rice? Not really. So I'm going to go Travion Henderson here. Rashee Rice, I just don't think. Oh, it's me again. I just don't think he's going to be like the guy you need. And also, if he gets suspended again, I don't know what's happening there. I'll take Tet. I like him. Maybe Bryce Young has like a super amazing year. This is a 2 tight end league. I should probably think about grabbing the other tight end. Ooh, they took DJ Moore. Okay. I could take Joe Burrow here. I could really grab Tyler Warren. I think Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers is a good pick. I didn't mean to not click the plus button. Joe Burrow is not going to fall to me here, so I'm just not going to take him. I will go ahead, and this is absolutely disgusting, but I will reach for Tyler Warren. He's probably going to be the main guy on the Colts, receiving-wise. I mean, we don't know, but I think he'll probably get a large share of targets. I feel like this draft is going considerably worse than my previous one. Rico Dowdle, I think he's running behind a worse O line. I think he just had a special year, you know. I don't know if it's going to be something he can really replicate. Rome was good last year. He just got hurt. And it's the gamble of, is he healthy? I don't think Mike Evans will be healthy. So I'll grab Rome. And I don't really doubt Rico Dowdle, but I'm going to go Blake Corum because I feel like that is more of a safe bet, weirdly enough. Okay. We're going to get a little goofy here. I love me some rookie tight ends. Questionable. We do have an IR slot, so worst comes to worst, Jadarian Price is going to sit there for a while. And then I am in the 12th round. I'm just going to grab Caleb Williams now because I'm not going to get him if I wait longer. I think Caleb Williams could have an MVP season. I mean, it's not like, set in stone or anything. It's just, he could. I think there's a decent chance. I don't really want a third tight end. I'll probably grab a guy off waiver wires when I need to. So running backs are, of course, super valuable. Where are we sitting at quarterbacks? Mahomes is either going to be really good or not, much like anyone, you know. Um, James Conner, I don't think James Conner is going to be good. Not like he'll be bad. It's just um, I'll reach on Jordan Addison. It's fine. Uh, you know what? I won't have him at the beginning of the season, but if he can, go back to MVP Mahomes, he can fill in at least for bye weeks, or if one of my other quarterbacks, God forbid, gets hurt. Okay, where are we sitting? Um, Woody Marks. I'll take it. I'll take it. Emmett Johnson did impress me from preseason. So I'll take him. He actually really did impress me. Okay. We're taking defenses now. We don't have kickers in our league. We just decided it's kind of too annoying to balance around them. Um, I mean, honestly, I know it's weird to put tight ends in flex spots, but if Brenton Strange is one of those guys where I feel okay doing it. Brenton Strange was a favorite target of Trevor Lawrence at the end of last year. So I think I'll go ahead and just take him. And I need a defense. Minnesota's right there, Minnesota, great defense. Brian Flores, sick man. Um, we're watching a bunch of tight ends go. I I definitely don't like this as much as the last one. Let me know what you think. I think Achan is going to have an amazing statistical year. I think it's going to be absolutely insane. Jeanty will definitely improve from last year. Like, we've seen flashes of Genty's greatness in the NFL, and I think we're only going to see him grow into an even better player. So, I think it's a great pick here. Uh, I think Derrick Henry is rated higher. Only problem is I think Baltimore's O line got a little worse. I think OC improved. I mean, the first guy that came out of Ben Johnson's coaching staff to get an OC job. I'm not counting Eric Bieniemy because that's an Andy Reid guy. I think he goes back further than that even, but he was already an OC for Andy Reid, and he's going back to do the same thing. Another reason why Emmett Johnson, I think, is a pretty solid pick. 22 years old, rookie running back. I love a rookie running back. That's why I grabbed two of them. Like last year, that massive class of rookie running backs, I drafted Jeanty. I drafted Hampton. I drafted Scadaboo at the end. I drafted Bill. Didn't draft him, but I picked him up later on. Kyle Monungai picked him up. I think there's one or two more, but yeah, I hoarded all of the rookie running backs because I was like, this is a crazy running back class, and we're not gonna see this much talent ever again in a single running back class. Like, it's not gonna happen. So I'm gonna get as many of these guys as I can and see who is, right for this team. Woody Marks is a guy I'm not super enthused about. So him and Jordan Addison might end up being part of a trade package, and maybe one of my tight ends, depending on how people feel. Like Kelsey's probably top receiver. Never mind. Just thinking about who they have. Kittle might be out to start the season, so if this person needs a tight end, I could swap Kittle with one of my tight ends. I'll take Kittle and maybe Monungai, give him Henderson. David Montgomery is a good option. I keep forgetting about him, but I think it's just where I'm at on the board. It doesn't usually make sense to take him, but he is a guy I have my eyes on. This draft was very different from the one from yesterday because I think it was running backs until here with Jamar Chase. And if Jamar Chase was open, I was probably going to do these two back to back, or Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, or wait until here for Justin Jefferson if he lasts that long. I don't think he will because he has a better quarterback throwing to him. Like I was thinking about gobbling up all the elite wide receivers. That didn't happen, so I gobbled up as many elite quarterbacks as I could. I'm fine with the weakest room I have is probably my wide receivers. Like Tet and Zay, those are wide receiver ones. Jordan Addison, wide receiver 2. Rome is a Bears wide receiver. He's like a 1A, 1B kind of. That's just how that receiver room is built. Rome and Luther are your 1 and 2, but they fulfill different roles in different ways. Like if you're on third or fourth down, Rome Odunze, he's reliable. He's there. Drops the ball a little too much. I think that was just a last season thing. I think they'll be a lot better this season about that. But yeah, my wide receiver room I think could use some juice. But my running backs, I think these two have it locked down immediately. I could trade Blake Corum to another team. Woody Marks, I'd be willing to trade. I want my rookie guys because, you know, I don't know if you know, but I'm like the greatest rookie running back developer in fantasy history. So last year, all of the rookies that I gobbled up became stars. Scatterboo got injured. You know, that sucks. Bill, I drafted him. I did drop him before the season started. But Monungai, his breakout, I mean, he was getting some buzz before that. And like I knew he was going to be good. I was just waiting, you know, cuz he had some like not great runs for a while. And then right before that Bengals game when he had like 198 all-purpose yards, sadly no touchdowns. That was the week I finally committed him to my roster. Saved my season, genuinely. I was, out of the 8 people, I was like 6th place at that time, maybe 7th. I ended the season in 2nd place. We have a 6-team playoffs, so I was able to make, I clawed my way back. And almost the reason I lost is because Taysom Hill had a crazy week, and I was like, he'll do it again. I think. What does New Orleans have to lose? My fantasy season. That's what they had to lose. So, yeah, that was a dumb mistake on my part. I should not have done that. Learning from my mistakes. That's what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to get better and learn more. So. If you have any tips, let me know. And of course, this isn't realistic, you know? Not, you know, these two can go back and forth, whatever. Jonathan Taylor would have been nice. I think he was ranked 5th by Sleeper, so he went kind of early. You know, a lot of these are super flexible, especially in these first 2 rounds, but you know, this is what the computer's saying. This is what Sleepers ranked all these guys. You know, it's just kind of ignoring the human element of it all because I know Josh Allen is quite beloved in my fantasy league. Like people love Josh Allen. Josh Allen has not escaped the first round ever. Joe Burrow, also a guy that has not gone later than first round. Lamar Jackson, I think the longest he's been on the board is 3rd or 4th round. So those 3 guys will go quick. It's just where will they go? The rumblings I've heard is Josh Allen is sliding. Joe Burrow, I don't think is, but Josh Allen first year of the league was 1-1, and then he got to like 1-7. So we'll see what happens. But I'm not expecting Josh Allen to get to me at any point ever. At this point, and I'm not sure Joe Burrow would get to me. So that, you know, the mock draft that's coming out today, the Monday mock draft video, I don't think is feasibly possible. But if those two are taken in the first round, I probably won't get Bijan or Gibbs. That sucks. Jonathan Taylor, it's iffy. I don't know if I want Christian McCaffrey. I think he might get hurt. But then I could engage in some absolute degeneracy, take 2 top-end wide receivers, and that might leave me out to dry when it comes to running backs. But if it comes back to me, I can grab one of those like high-end QBs. I could go get maybe Jeanty could fall to me. Either that or I keep eating all the wide receivers. I'm not sure, just rolling with the punches, of course, is a big part of fantasy because you never really know what people are going to do. You can only have an idea of what might happen. So this is what the computer thinks is going to happen. Of course, your group, my group, they all vary. So, yeah, thank you so much for stopping by and watching. Please subscribe to the channel. We mostly cover Chicago sports here. We, during the football season, mostly cover football, covering the Bears every week. That's mostly because it's just easier to cover football than any other sport. Baseball, Cubs fan. So, I made a video going over the stupid Tarek Skubal trade. And also when we swept the Dodgers, made a video about that. And, when we sweep opponents, or I think it's just a super important series to talk about, I'll talk about it. Nothing really to say about the Cards-Cubs series other than I'm disappointed. But yeah, mostly Chicago sports here. Hope you stick around, have some fun. Yeah. Anyways, no AI, no gambling ads. Closest to gambling ads you'll ever get is me talking about fantasy. Anyways, thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll see you next time.